Once upon a time, in a bustling apartment in New York City, lived a brother and sister named Max and Lily. Max was 10 years old, adventurous and full of energy, while 8-year-old Lily was creative and loved to draw. Together, they explored every corner of their vibrant city, but both dreamed of going on a big adventure far away. One bright morning, their parents gathered them in the living room, their faces glowing with excitement. "We have some wonderful news," Mom said, her eyes sparkling. "We're going to Canada for a week. We'll fly there and then take a train through the beautiful Rocky Mountains." Max and Lily couldn't believe their ears. "Canada? A train? Wow!" they shouted together, jumping up and down, their hearts racing with joy. "Can we see waterfalls and mountains and maybe even some animals?" Lily asked, her imagination already running wild. "Absolutely," Dad replied, chuckling at their excitement. "We'll see it all." The next day, they packed their bags. Max carefully selected his favorite comic books, while Lily packed her beloved sketchbook and colored pencils. Mom made sure they had everything, including their warm jackets, as Canada could be chilly even in summer. After what felt like forever, they arrived at the airport, filled with the buzz of travelers. The family checked in, went through security, and finally boarded their flight. As the plane soared into the sky, they waved goodbye to New York, watching the buildings shrink below them. Max pressed his face against the window. When they landed in Canada, everything felt different. The air was fresh and crisp, and the people were welcoming with their friendly smiles. After picking up their luggage, they took a short ride to the train station. The station was enormous, bustling with people, and the sound of trains arriving and departing. Excitement filled the air as Max and Lily rushed to find their train. As they boarded, the siblings were amazed by the bright colors and cozy seats. "Look at the big windows," Lily exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with wonder. They found a table by the window, the perfect spot for watching the stunning scenery outside. Once the train began to move, Max and Lily looked out in awe. They chugged through fields of lush green, sparkling rivers, and rolling hills. The landscape changed quickly, revealing tall mountains capped with snow and charming towns with colorful houses. Max pressed his nose against the glass, while Lily sketched the beautiful views, her pencil dancing across the pages of her sketchbook. As the train traveled deeper into the Rocky Mountains, they discovered the best part: the food. The dining car offered delicious meals that made their mouths water. For lunch, they enjoyed poutine, a famous Canadian dish made of crispy fries, cheese curds, and savory gravy. "This is the best thing ever!" Max exclaimed. After lunch, the train continued to wind through the mountains, and the views just kept getting better. "Look at that waterfall!" Lily shouted, her pencil moving quickly as she tried to capture the scene on paper. They saw sparkling lakes reflecting the blue sky and lush forests filled with towering trees. Occasionally, they spotted animals like deer grazing in the fields and eagles soaring high above. In the evenings, the train staff organized fun activities to keep everyone entertained. One night, they held a trivia game about Canada. Max and Lily teamed up, and with their combined knowledge, they answered questions about Canadian animals, history, and geography. They won a prize, a bottle of sweet maple syrup. They cheered and laughed, feeling proud of their teamwork. Every day was filled with new discoveries. One morning, they woke up to a breathtaking view of the sunrise over the mountains. The sky was painted in shades of orange and pink, and the snow on the peaks shimmered like diamonds. Max and Lily rushed to the observation car, where they could see everything clearly. They sipped hot chocolate and took photos to remember the magical moment. After a week of breathtaking scenery, delicious food, and fun activities, the train finally arrived at Niagara Falls. As they stepped off the train, the sound of rushing water filled the air, and they could see mist rising in the distance. "It's even bigger than I imagined," Max said, eyes wide with wonder. They walked along the path that led to the edge of the falls, where the water tumbled down with a mighty roar. The sight was so powerful that it took their breath away. Mom took pictures of them standing close to the edge, while Lily excitedly sketched the falls, trying to capture their beauty on paper. To experience the falls up close, they decided to take a boat ride on the Maid of the Mist. As they boarded the boat, they were given bright blue ponchos. "We're going to get soaked," Lily giggled. As the boat approached the thundering water, the spray hit them, and they laughed, squealing in delight. The mist felt refreshing on their faces, and they watched in awe as the water cascaded down, creating rainbows in the sunlight. "This is incredible!" Max shouted over the roar of the falls. After their boat ride, they explored the park surrounding Niagara Falls. They walked along the trails, took in the breathtaking views, and even saw a rainbow arching over the falls. At one point, they spotted a family of ducks waddling by a pond. Lily sketched them happily. Later, they found a little cafe where they enjoyed warm pastries and hot chocolate. "This trip is the best," Max said, taking a big bite of his chocolate croissant. Lily nodded, her eyes shining with happiness. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in deep hues of purple and blue, they took a final stroll to a lookout point. "I wish we could stay here forever," Lily said softly, gazing at the falls. Max wrapped an arm around her shoulder. "We can always come back. There are so many places to explore." When it was finally time to go back home to New York, Max and Lily felt a mix of sadness and joy. They were sad to leave, but grateful for all the wonderful memories they had made. "We should do this again next year," Lily suggested as they boarded their flight. "Yes, next time, let's explore more places," Max agreed. Already dreaming of their next adventure, he imagined riding a moose in the Canadian wilderness or camping under the stars. As the plane took off, they waved goodbye to the stunning landscapes of Canada, their hearts full of joy and excitement. They knew this trip was just the beginning of many more adventures together. They couldn't wait to share their stories with their friends back in New York. Max and Lily flew home, ready to dream about their next big adventure, knowing that together, every journey would be filled with laughter, exploration, and unforgettable memories.